Hey friends, today's workout's a little bit different from my usual workouts. It's a little bit more gentle. It is geared for people that may be dealing with symptoms from POTS or chronic illness where you want to be able to do a little bit of movement, but it can be a struggle. I know because I'm currently dealing with some challenges due to POTS, postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, and it can be challenging. So I hope you like this workout. I am not a doctor. Please make sure that you always check with your healthcare professional that you're working with before starting any workout. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, so all you need is a nice cushy surface. You're gonna do this, we're gonna do everything on the floor. I have a little pillow nearby. You may wanna have something nearby if you have a hard time keeping your head all the way flat. But we're gonna start with some cat-cows. So you're just gonna exhale all the air out, press through the palms, make a big arch, and then inhale, fresh oxygen energy. So exhale, you can let this flow, inhale, exhale any way that feels good to you and your body. So this is just gentle, especially if you've been spending a lot of time seated or in bed like I have. Just moving the spine is amazing to get that blood flowing. Okay, give me one more. If this bothers your wrist, you can always tent the fingers or even come onto your knuckles or use some weights nearby. Okay, we're gonna go into bird dog on the right side. So you're gonna extend the right leg out, left arm, and you're gonna gently bring elbow to knee. Maybe they kiss, maybe they don't, and extend. So just take your time. Go as slow as you need to. Don't feel like you have to do every rep or follow my timing. In, use the breath out, and this is working your core, strengthening the abs and your back muscles. We're gonna gently change legs, other leg, right arm, left leg. You wanna try to keep your hips square to the floor. Inhale, exhale, extend. Use that breath. And you know, it is so important to keep the blood flowing and the body moving. So be gentle with yourself, but also remain hopeful. Hopefully you can do some of these exercises, even just a few minutes of this workout. Next, we're gonna lie on the back. This is where I like to keep sometimes my head propped up, but you can put your head fully on the floor. You're gonna take your knees into tabletop and arms, and we're gonna do what's called dead bug. So you wanna feel your tailbone heavy, abs in. You're gonna extend right leg opposite left arm, bring it in. So you're gonna just do a little opposition here. And as you do these opposition, I know it can be a little bit of a brain teaser, opposite arm and leg. I want you to feel your abs squeezing together, knitting the rib cage together. Try not to let your knees roll in. Keep the lower back pressing towards the floor. And then just notice you're waking up those abs, which by the way, you know, can feel when you're spending a lot of time in bed, we can lose our strength physically, and then it just has a snowball effect. So we want to keep that core strong, keep your posture strong, and also reduce any lower back pain. Okay, next, come up to your elbows if you could, take your time. You're gonna make like a little diamond shape, and you're gonna just rock this diamond shape in. So this little rock, chest open, you're just feeling the tailbone scoop under, like a little ice cream scoop in those abs. Your legs are relaxed, and you're just feeling those lower abs pull that diamond shape towards you. Reach, pull it in, exhale. So I forgot to mention, you can do this barefoot. I have my little compression socks on and my sneakers, but you don't have to. We're gonna stay, this is like a little round back position. Again, if it's hard for you to prop yourself up on your elbows, you can always put the pillow underneath your head and just feel this little rocking motion in. Okay, now you're gonna lower your right leg towards the floor, and your legs are slightly turned out, and your legs have become like little weights for your abdominal wall. Use that exhale and breathe. And if this really becomes a struggle, right, put one foot down, keep that top leg moving in. You can put that right foot down, bring it up, and go easy on yourself. Keep the chin out of the chest, like you're trying to keep a little hard-boiled egg there. Gently change, take a moment, Relax, maybe let the head release, arms release. And then we're gonna slowly come up. We're gonna change legs. So bring the other leg in. Right leg towards your chest, left leg is soft. Rock this shape in. So your legs are like weights. Your tailbone is just folding towards your chin. And we're gonna do just a few more here. You should feel a little bit of light burn. Breathe out. And we're gonna gently lower this whole shape down towards the floor. Shake it out, windshield wiper the legs. And we are going to go into bridge. So you're gonna keep your feet hips width apart, shoulders pull out of the ears, and you're gonna just lift your hips up and lower down. Again, you don't have to have the pillow under your head. You can keep your head flat to the floor. I know for me sometimes just having some of the POTS symptoms, I like to keep my head, especially in bed, elevated. Lift and lower. But this is a great exercise. I want you to try to hold them up, your hips up. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze them, squeeze them, squeeze them. And we're strengthening that lower back. Your hips are stretching open, which if you're sitting in bed a lot, getting a lot of that flexion. Now just lift up, small. Try not to tap the floor. Lift, lift. And we're gonna go into strengthening the glutes a little more. We're gonna go through the right side, the left side, and then we just have some inner thighs to finish and a little bit more back extensor work. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's not. Slowly lower down, gently roll to your left side, right leg's on top, and you're gonna just open up to a clamshell. Now here with the clamshell, you can keep that bottom leg down and just lift your top right leg up. And keep your insteps of your feet together. You can lie all the way down and feel your right hip stretch from your rib cage. Lift and lower. And if you want, you can lift the shape all the way up. Lean forward into your right palm. Keep your hips stacked. All right, we're getting some blood flowing. Feeling a little bit of heat in the body, but not too much. So it is recommended to do some isometric exercises. So isometric meaning smaller, tinier movements, not big, jumping around sort of movement. And you're still gonna build your strength. We're gonna put this down. You're gonna come up to your left elbow, lift up out of your shoulders, extend that right leg. Now you might wanna soften it. You could try to stretch it, flex through your foot, push your hips out from your rib cage. So watch it's not too close to your chest. You want a nice long spine here. And we're gonna finish final 30 seconds, lift up, lift up. So you should be feeling this on the outer thigh, strengthening that outer thigh and hip area. Lift and lower, up, up. Ooh, I'm actually feeling a lot of heat. Little lifts, you have your final 10, 9, 8, 7, chest proud, 6, feel that posture and your obliques working, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, have a seat, cross your right ankle over your left thigh and feel this little bit of hip stretch, which is also great if you're not able to move around a lot. Just doing some of these gentle stretches, you can always put it down on the floor. You can even do this figure 4 stretch lying on your back if that feels even better for you. So just make a choice. Give yourself another few moments here. Deep breath in, and we're gonna repeat the whole series on the other side. So I'm gonna grab my pillow. You're gonna lie down on your back, and feet or hips width apart, shoulders pull out of the ears, push into your feet, push into your heels, lift your hips up, and then lower down. Watch that you don't have too much pressure in your neck or shoulder area, and give me a good squeeze on the way up. Refer to these as your peaches. Squeeze the peach. There you go, squeeze it, lift up. Now we're gonna just hold all the way up, and just a little bit up and down, small lower lift, small lower lift. Pushing into your heels, maybe on this side, flex your toes off the floor. You'll feel your hamstrings strengthening a little bit here as well. Good, give me a few more here. And then we're gonna take our time and roll to the left. You're gonna do the left side. In 5, 4, 3, squeeze it, 2, hold it all the way up, and gently lower down. Excellent. Okay, roll to your right side. You can put your head down, make a little nest. Left leg on top. You can start lifting that left leg up or lie all the way down. So this is great. Again, we want to keep the strength in our hips, want to keep that mobility, lift and lower. Now if you want, you lift the toes up and lower and lift. Try not to roll the left hip back. Stay leaning forward into that left palm. I was thinking, I guess you could even try to do these in bed, but the bed can be a little soft, so hopefully you can just come to the floor. And, you know, if you haven't been moving in a while, take your time. Maybe you're not doing all the reps. Maybe you're keeping your feet wherever it feels doable, right? But you're not suffering. That is not the goal here, ever in life. And I know it can be challenging with whatever you may be going through, but I'm doing these exercises to keep the blood flowing, but also for the mindset. You've got about 8 seconds here. Mental mindset is a big part of getting through any challenge in life, I believe. And so if we keep the body moving, get some music playing, go ahead, extend that top left leg out, flex through your foot, lift, and those endorphins going, the happy hormone. So hopefully you've taken like this 15 minutes for yourself to get all of that fired up. Here we go. You've got your final 10 seconds coming up. Dial those toes towards the floor, flex through the foot. You can always keep the leg a little bit soft. Keep pressing the hips out. We have 10, 9, 8, gentle, 7, I know, 6, you gotta feel a little heat though, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, slowly come out of that, cross your left ankle over your right thigh. This figure 4 stretch is tremendous. You can do this seated, folded forward, here, or even lying down on your back. It's a stretch that I recommend doing almost every day. Okay, so we have a little bit of inner thigh work. I'm gonna find my pillow again. I'm gonna put it underneath the head. And to set this up, you wanna just, now I've been a dancer most of my life, so I'm pretty flexible when it comes to inner thighs. So, you know, you do you. You're gonna take your legs, turn and rotate them out. So there's like a little rotation. Your knees are pointed out. You're gonna take your legs, let's see if I'll clear the wall here, and you're gonna flex your feet together. So you're gonna point your toes out and then flex your feet together. So this is, you're using a little bit of abs and core and inner thighs to bring the legs together. So point and then heels come together. Maybe don't go so far out. You can always bend the legs a little bit. You can even give them a little assist if you need to. Now we're gonna just make this a little more active. Point out, flex up, cross, cross, point, flex, cross. And if it's too much to point, flex, just keep your feet flexed and then cross, cross. Out, ooh, are you starting to feel those inner thighs out? I am. Squeeze, squeeze, out. And this is great. It's amazing what you can do with A, your own body weight, and B, just lying on the floor. Give me 2 more here. Ooh, last one. Okay, maybe do a little happy baby pose or just let them release for a moment. Shake it out. And we have 1 more set. I want you to gently come over onto your front. And again, this is opposite of if you're in bed a lot of what you may be doing. For me personally, I have been laying down a lot, so this feels great. You want to feel a stretch in the front of your spine, but we also want to keep strengthening that posterior chain as well. So I want you to press into your palms, and we're going to try to lift right leg up and left leg up. So chin towards the chest, squeeze your glutes, tailbone heavy, so it's not about height, and then watch that your legs aren't loosey-goosey. No soggy fries. We want to stretch and lengthen out of the spine. Lift and lift. Okay, ooh, there you go. Feel that right at the base of the glute. Now maybe you try both legs. Lift and lower. Maybe both legs lift and lower. And if you're up for it for this final 30 seconds, maybe both legs lift. Maybe for me, it's nice to take the arms down. You can take the arms up. I like to pull them down, shoulders down, chin towards the chest. We click the heels maybe together, glutes, arms, everything working. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done, my friends. Okay, knees a little wider than the hips. Take your chest down, open your heart, and feel the gratitude for your body and the movement that you are able to do today. Walk your hands maybe to one side. Feel that stretch across your side body. And then walk your hands over to the other side. Feel that stretch. And if you enjoyed this and you'd like more of these types of videos, please message me, let me know. I am here for you. I want you to bring your feet together, fold forward, reach forward. Take a nice deep breath in, feel those outer thighs stretch. And bring the legs forward. Let's take a final bow together. And as you fold forward, remember that faith is hope with a track record. So please continue to remain hopeful and have that faith wherever you are on your journey. I'm wishing you all the health, peace of mind, and I hope to see you again soon. You can repeat this as many times as you need to every day if you'd like. Okay, be well.